ridiculous. I was reading an article about this illegal alien that came into America on a student visa. Black man in Philadelphia. Who chose to rape a woman on the train. I'm not quite sure if what is more sickening to me that the man raped the woman on the train or those that stood by and watched as if they were on a set of some hardcore porn flick. And I've heard people say, oh, how horrible this is. How could this happen? I'll tell you. It is decades of desensitization in our nation. If you desensitize people enough, humanity, will indeed do just about anything. The things that once made the heart feel no longer make it feel. That's problem number one. The things that used to make the heart pain no longer give the heart pain. That's problem number two. If you do not feel for another human being that you are giving pain to, especially through violations such as this bastard did, there's a problem. It's not just that he's vile. It's not just that he is seeking for control. It is that at some point in his life, more than likely his early life, he was mishandled, misappropriated, and taken advantage of too. That does not by any means dismiss his own victim status as the predator. His heart has numbed. And then he seeks power. But there's a twofold problem with the power that he was seeking. At some point in his life, someone, maybe multiple someones, certainly on this train, multiple someones validated his rape of power over this woman, over society. Shame on them. I give two flips about what he may have had, knife, gun, or otherwise. You mean to tell me this woman, for I think it was 4 to 8 minutes, is being raped? And none of y'all, not near woman, not near man, had the gall to step in and break this dude's neck? Are you serious? To break every bone in his face? Are you serious? To to wrench open his mouth and break his jaw? Are you serious? To send him to the hospital to go to the ICU in a coma? Are you serious? You stood by and watched this woman get raped? Are you serious? As though it were a hardcore porn flick studio? Are you serious? Are you serious? And then the argument now is that no one could be charged who was standing by videoing this horrendous event because of some law in Philadelphia. Are you serious? Not only should this man's penis be chopped off completely and have to use a catheter for the rest of his life, I won't get any more vile than that. Dudes that think it's okay to rape anybody need to go ahead and get their thing cut off. It should be a capital offense. Period. It should be as serious as the death penalty. Oh, women who falsely claim that men had raped them, hysterectomies. But who's going to pay for it? Same ones that are paying for other operations in the prison system now with our taxpayer money. And then you have this baffling part of it. I don't know the color of the woman. It really makes no difference. For some of you, it does. Unfortunately. Where's the riots at for this woman? What happened to Me Too? What happened to protect our women? We want to riot and whatnot because it wasn't an officer, it wasn't a public servant that did this, but it was an illegal alien that did this, that overstayed his visa, who has multiple charges, including sexual charges, because it was somebody that was the oppressed. We don't want to touch it, huh? Get out my face. Such cowards. Such cowards. Make me sick. But let this same dude get pulled over by the police in a stolen car. This is hypothetical. In a stolen car, some drugs on him, some illegal firearms, and take off running, shoot at the police, and people start rioting. Oh, that poor black guy. Oh, look at him, he's being treated so wrong. Oh, we need to riot about this. We need to burn down the police stations. We need to calling for action. We need to get Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, and we need to get Greta Thunberg, and all of them. They need to come right now and riot on behalf of this man. He's just trying to do his best. I bet you, if it were that, no problem. But this woman on the subway who had been raped by this thug, this lowlife, and ain't nobody writing for her. Ain't nobody me tooing for her. Ain't nobody go funding for her and her medical expenses, are they? Now, I don't know. But I would be willing to bet that they're not. How hypocritical. No, I'm not in that state. I hope somebody in that state is doing something. I hope the church is starting to stand up and say, we're going to help this woman to get the care that she needs, psychologically, physiologically, physically, in all the areas. And if Philadelphia's Department of Justice is dumb enough, he'll be out in the next 48 to 72 hours. And you know, he was supposed to be deported. But the judge had a stay for him that he couldn't be deported, although he was already showing his ability to commit violent crimes. So, come on. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. In the midst of all of the craziness, we're silent. Because it doesn't fit a special agenda. It doesn't get likes. It doesn't move the ratings. It doesn't raise gobs of money. It's a woman that got raped on the subway. People watched. Really? This is how we're going to do? Really? It's not a special interest group. It's not a special interest situation. How sickening. And I hope that this man, this punk, this less than a man, I hope he gets his just desserts soon and very soon. Because now, this woman that he chose to take advantage of and overpower and rape, she has to start over in a lot of ways. So, what are we going to do? This is just one story of a echo of stories. And I would say men that that decide that they are going to overpower men and women to rape need to get their junk cut off, use a catheter for the rest of their lives. Women who blame men falsely for rape, go ahead and take your reproductive system out too. Because obviously it doesn't matter to you the way that it should. But, alright y'all. Just wanted to share that. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe.